Any questions so far? Can you follow? No?
Sir, I want to ask, like, what is the difference between the Agile Scrum and also the Agile Sprint Kanban?
Okay,
Like
Agile
difference
Scrum.
between two tables.
Okay. Okay, hold on. First, let's go back to define Agile. Okay. The whole thing here is Agile. Okay. Why Agile? Because it's no longer step by step, one after another. So, okay, now waterfall, you have to determine this before you start anything. Someone tell you or you determine this requirement. This is like you doing final year project. Item 1, literature review. Item 2, item 3. You have to determine the thing to be done. Okay, in Agile, you determine first what is the owner wish, what they want to have, what they want to do. You don't create this first. You just tell them what do you want, and then the list done what they want. For your final year project, what do you want? You want have to have the title. You want to choose the supervisor. You want to get the problem statement. You want to have the methodology. So those are the list. You just list them down. You don't have to list them per the sequence. So in the Agile, you just list whatever you want. Up to you. Just whatever come up from your head, you list them down. Okay. The questions. Who's asking the question? So
Yes.
the okay. In this new agile method, there is no predetermined sets of things to be done. So you have list what is in your mind. Just list them out. Basically, it's not with yourself. We have the group of the project stakeholders or the project owners sit down and list what he wish, what she wish. That's why we have to have a story because whatever she or her wish is in the form of story. From the story, we break it down into sub story, which is epic. Epic is sub stories, and then we develop the task for the story, for the story. So the items, if you see the slide earlier, I don't think I cannot share the slide here. Oh, still can share. Okay. Uh, you can see the slide here earlier. Okay. Now, after you have all the tasks list out, you have to set the 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 task. You can't do them all. You have to select. You have to group the tasks to depending on how you want to approach to accomplish the job. Somebody go for the higher risk, so they group all the higher risk tasks and put them together in a sprint. Sprint basically is a small task worked by the team. So before you start the sprint, you have to establish what is thing to be done, what is the acceptable delivery of each activity. So those are the sprint. That's why you can see the loops. The loops mean we start by determining what to be done, what is acceptable, and then you go do it, and then come back before you delivered, completed the sprint. You again sit down and discuss what has been done and what has been achieved. And if everybody agree, then you just close the sprint. Then that session is closed. For example, just looking at the virtual run, the first task is promotion, advertising, and getting the website done. So those are the first sprint. Advertising, templates, websites, or you want to you may want to have a celebrity host. Okay, for example, Datuk Sheikh Muzaffar. So celebrity host means they are the one that help you to promote. So those 3 items can be the first sprint. So the first sprint, as you get the website, you get the pamphlet flyer, Sheikh Muzaffar come on board, his face already appear in the flyer, then that you have completed that sprint. So those tasks are completed. You don't you don't go back and yeah, thank you. You don't go back and visit it. It's done. Then you move on to the next one. So the beauty of this is you have completed, you're able to complete the task by task in a small chunk and efficiently done, rather than you have one big Gantt chart. For FYP, for example, if you do this, you easier for you. It's not at the end you still after you try to submit, you still discussing about your problem statement, still discussing about your objective, still discuss about your methodology. So if you do agile for your project management, for your final year project, it's easier because you have done problem statement, done, complete, no more visited. It's done. Then you go to the next one, methodology. You complete methodology, everything is done, write down it out. I mean, even you write it, even the thesis written already, your problem statement and your methodology and done. That's it. Forget it and move to the next one. So it's easier. But if you look at the conventional waterfall, we have just a Gantt chart. Item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4. There's no control when you finish it, how you finish it, what are the acceptable mean that acceptable for the task to be completed. There's no such thing. Until at the end, you have one thesis completed, then you go through again one by one, comment after comment, comment after comment. And this is how it's been done now. That is a conventional waterfall.
Sprint is like the specific one of the agile.
Sprint is the component of Agile. Agile Scrum. Agile Scrum, Sprint is the component, the main component of Agile Scrum. So that's why there is a Scrum Master. The Scrum Master will be looking at this activity. So that's why I said again, there is now a Scrum Master, professional Scrum Master. You can go to the course, you can be a Scrum Master, so you can be managing the Agile Scrum project management. It's coming. It's still new in Malaysia, and I think most of us also do not understand this. That's not aware of this. However, this is been done quite a lot in other countries, not in Malaysia yet. So it's something you can explore. It's something of your future career. So again, your question is yes, a sprint is a component of Scrum Agile.